But sorry about that, guys. I pressed the wrong button by mistake. So we're still live. Carry on. Like this carry on
Yeah,
as we
yeah.
are. Yeah. Um. So yeah. Mate, I told you earlier in the day. I don't feel confident we get a Douglas Louise at all. I really don't.
No, but he's on the motorway. He's in London. He's gonna sign.
Mm-hmm.
How ironic is it that Arsenal are making the move after that goal he scored against us? It's a little bit like when Spurs signed Edward Sheringham after Nottingham Forest beat them and he scored.
Yeah, but I was saying that to Bobby, like he scored, but he didn't look overly happy. Like it was kind of weird that he wasn't celebrating the goal, was he really? But yeah, I mean, as I said before, for me, he's a quality player. I just don't like the way we've done it. It doesn't smell professional. It doesn't smell ambitious. It smells desperation. And in the long run, if you want to build success, you need to have a strategic plan that you can execute, not wait until disaster happen and then react. That's the wrong way.
Exactly. Like do you know what? I had a feeling this would happen. Do you know what? Do you remember when we bought Vieira?
Probably, yeah.
I said to you that'll be it. We won't get a midfielder. They'll use that as an excuse. I bet you if we don't get Luis now, right, they will come out and say, "Don't worry, we got Vieira." Exactly what they did with the Congo last season. And people expect me to sit here and be happy, right? This winning run won't last. Not the way this club are managing it, and it's simple again, right? People think the Arteta is going to lead to a title. Really, really,
Yeah.
it's not
And
going to lead to a title doing this.
what's more
This club,
concerning for me,
this
guys,
club have got no ambition. They want top four. That's it. They want top four. That's it. That is it, right? If they had proper ambition, they'd be getting Douglas Luiz and Tillemans. They'd be getting Douglas Luiz or some other midfielder. But no, settle for second best as usual. Every fucking year, right? Every goddamn year, right? They are not building to win titles. End of story. They are building so they can get back in the Champions League. That's it, right?
yeah.
And if not, we got. They're like, if not, don't worry, we got Europa League anyway. Simple.
Yeah, I think for me, that's what's most annoying is that we are at a time right now where just a little more ambition, just a few more signings, and we could actually have a fantastic season because of it is the World Cup, because of Liverpool are rebuilding their squad, because of Chelsea have had to add like 5 to 6 new players
But
into their starting 11.
again, that's other people. Other people failing. It's not us actually improving, is it?
No, but that's no. Didn't you hear what I said? I said we could have if we just added a few more players, but we won't, and that's what's annoying. Where if they would have just gone out there and bought Pedro Neto now, and bought Douglas Luiz maybe a month ago, like it's a big difference. It's a big
Exactly.
difference because if God forbid, but if let's say if Saka gets injured now, like who's playing right wing? Are we gonna play Jesus right wing all of a sudden? Our star man who's supposed to be the main forward? Like this is the problem that I have. Like we have needed cover for Saka for 2 years because the manager doesn't rate Pepe. Well, now that you've gotten rid of Pepe, where's the replacement?
Exactly. Manny, what's your take on it?
Whatever I say is really only going to be repetitive, and this current, activity, if you can call it that, in the transfer market from our side is pretty much symptomatic of everything. What you've said, say. Did you go to business school by any chance? Because everything you've said is exactly the same thing that a leadership professor would say in an MBA class.
Well, I did study a bachelor in business management, so maybe that's helped. But
Nice.
yeah.
You're talking to an MBA guy right here who still couldn't get a damn job.
Yeah, I know. That's a discussion for another day. Actually, I want to do more casual streams on issues in society. But yeah, for me, yeah, go on, Manny. I'll say
Yeah.
my bit.
So I mean, everything that you've said, say is just I don't want to repeat it, and we just seem to understand that when it comes to trying to get transfers, Arteta simply doesn't have uh, the ingenuity or or he doesn't even have his finger on the pulse of what the club really needs in terms of positional reinforcements. And it's just once again the same carry on, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, all of that nonsense, and it will come back to bite us in the ass at a later date, if not immediately. So yeah, this is it's utterly ridiculous. The whole thing, as you've said about Lewis, just smacks of the typical copy and paste together last minute rubbish that somehow is able to happen. And I think the fact that Luis could end up signing for us has nothing whatsoever to do with our pull as a club, but the fact that for some reason, he just doesn't want to be at Aston Villa anymore. So maybe Arsenal have, hit the jackpot there. But we can't seem to do anything else really. And how many players contracts have we had to terminate just to trim the wage bill and so forth? Ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good that we're not paying them that much more, but to not buy anyone in January of last season and to conduct things so haphazardly now, it's penny wise, pound foolish. Simple as that. Yeah?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, go on.
I'm just having a look now. What's going on from Fabrizio?
Okay, yeah, no, for me, yeah, it's annoying, but I also, this is my point, and I've said this for a long time. I have more problems with the ownership than I have with the manager because eventually the manager will leave. He will not be Arsenal manager forever. But this kind of lack of ambitions, we've seen it with Arsene Wenger, we've seen it with Unai Emery, and we've seen it again with Mikel Arteta. At what point do the people at the top change their philosophy or their mentality? Because it's annoying. Because managers will come and go. And if we get managers that are better and more ambitious than Arteta and they don't match that energy, they will also leave. Because there's so much you can do if you don't have the backing of the ownership. Because surely, regardless of what we feel and think about Arteta, surely he wants to buy players. Surely Una Emery wanted to buy more players. Surely Arsene Wenger wanted more players. And I just feel like it's so typical Arsenal. We see this year in, year out where we have big holes, we have obvious holes, and we don't fill them.
Yep, but we as a fan base just gobble it up like we're stupid. Like Marquinhos and Vieira are proposed Pepe replacements. Laughable if look a seriously squad downgrade, purposely made by hierarchy after Urdu recruitment and transfer committee. I don't know what to say. Like I could sit here and go absolutely mad. Right, and then the next hour and a half we could literally sign someone. I don't know, but I don't think we'll sign anyone now. I don't think we'll sign a damn person. Right, not anyone. And it
Well,
really questions. And it's like I said on my tweet. Right, he better get top four. He better know what he's doing, and he better get top four. Because I'll hold him to this. I'll hold it, and I don't care if it's Arteta, if then people say it's Edu, or if people say it's Vinay. They're all fucking three of them together, mate. Right? All fucking three of them, and all fucking three of them can fuck off. Right?
You know what's more
Bunch of
annoying?
fucking leeches.
What's more annoying for me, Stephen, is that even if, let's say, we get top four, yeah, but we don't win a trophy, that for me is the on the club for not signing more players, because we
It's
have a
just a shit.
starting 11
Just a
that is
shit.
good,
I'm
yeah.
staying up late. I've. Do you know what? Do you know what I do for this club? Right? I fucking sit here. I'm probably going to be doing European games on a Thursday, right? Coming back from hospital, having fucking fusions every 5 minutes, come all the way down here, sleep till fucking 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock at night, still feel compelled to have to come on here, right? To give my opinion and also to lead this stream. I'm not saying that you haven't done it. I'm not really. Everyone, please go and sub to say because he's done an absolute blinding job, right, over the last week. Right? But I sit here and work my arse off, right? Not just for this channel, for the charity, but to support this club. And you get the same shit every fucking year. And people expect me to back it. Do one.
It's annoying, Stephen, and I think Manny shares the same feeling as we all do, is that we've supported Arsenal through our life and we've seen the up and downs, but ever since we've kind of moved to the Emirates and with the Kroenkes as owners, they haven't really pushed to go for a league title, and because they haven't pushed to go for a league title is the main reason why we haven't won a league title since 2004. And it's poor. It's really poor, and it's annoying because you give so much of your time, your energy to the club, and all you ask for is for them to show some
Some
ambition.
ambition.
I'm not saying we should win the league, but at least try and win the league. I'm not saying we will win. We need to win the Champions League, but try and win the Champions League. Go for it. And if we end up short, then we go for it again next year. Because the more you try and the more ambition you shows, the closer you get to your end goal.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's face it, Chelsea with their new ownership, they're gonna try and get back to the top. You just knew it. You've seen with the caliber of the players they brought in. They might not click in their first season, but best know that next season they'll be up there. You know that
Exactly.
Liverpool will try and sign Jude Bellingham next year, and they will try and get back to the top. You just know it, and you can see with Man United. You see with the players they've signed. It might take them 1, 2, or 3 years before they are challenging for a league, but you can just tell that they will. But
Mm.
with Arsenal, it's almost like we are hanging in there right now because so many clubs are rebuilding. So many clubs uh, have new managers or new ownership, and once they are settled, then we're back to fifth and sixth again.
Exactly. Once he just. It's exactly. Go on, Manny. What do you want to say?
Yeah, I was actually, in chatting with another Twitter idiot who was talking about how, you know, it really doesn't matter that Tottenham are playing in the Champions League because they're still going to end up trophyless, and at the end of the day, the Champions League is all about bragging rights. Another piece of stupidity. If it was only just about bragging rights, how come you were gassing the team up all through the last few weeks of the season, saying that they would definitely win it, and now you end up coming and saying, well, we still exceeded expectations. It was apparently to him it was just fun competing against the big boys, but at the end of the day, it didn't really It wasn't really what mattered. I swear, some of these morons on people on Twitter are just a bunch of absolute morons. I would show you the exchange, but I think that idiot blocked me for some reason. I quoted his tweet and blocked him back. But again, it boils down to what you were saying, Stephen. The fans lap up this crap, and the fans also deserve to take some responsibility for the drop in standards, because whatever they want, if they like it enough, they'll keep asking the same thing again and again and again. They're the type of people to whom you can sell feces and call it candy floss. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I feel it's sad because at the end of the day, yeah, Manny and Steven and everybody that's tuning to the chat,
Hold
they
on,
go for
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
What happened? What happened?
You're telling me Zinchenko and Jesus are shambles?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
It's
and
not.
that's
It's
that's
not.
that's that's what annoys me, Manny and Steven, is that we've signed these two quality players from from a winning machine, and we finally have Saliba back playing for us, and
Mm-hmm.
we've signed a very talented Portuguese under 21 international. Why not add two or three players to that?
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
all I'm saying. I'm not saying go and get Bellingham. I'm just saying, but why can't you at least give us Pedro Neto or even a Wilfred Zaha?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's annoying. Like we are not saying go and sign Kylian Mbappe from PSG because we know we won't get him. But the minimum, at least go and sign a player who will compete with Saka, who can even bench him. Because he's just 20 years old. He should not be secured to start for Arsenal week in and week out. Even Cristiano Ronaldo didn't have that security when he was 22, 23 playing for Man United. So why should Saka?
So we get rid of Maitland Niles, where we short in midfield at the moment. I know. Oh, just don't. But let's be fair. I know you never got a game. You never got a game, even if like we had all the injuries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
I'll be back in 10 minutes, Steven. Just gotta take a call.
yeah. No worries. Um.
Awesome.
Right. Chelsea have approached Juve for Dennis Zakaria. Talks. That's another player we were linked to as well. Talks have just started as Sangar deal is ongoing right now. Chelsea are offering loan with a buy option. Right. See, look at this. Look, Nottingham Forest have agreed a deal to sign Serge Aurier, as a free agent. How many
Serge
players?
Aurier.
How
He
no?
was
But
on the
how
books
many
at the
players?
time.
No, but how many players have they fucking bought? And we can't go and buy one. Are you mad? We
Ridiculous.
can't buy a midfielder for fuck's sake. But not if I not the Forest are trying to get Batshuayi as well.
I think they've
How
already
many
gotten
players?
him.
Mate, they've nearly bought a whole new squad. A whole new squad. It's a joke. Absolute joke. While we're sitting here and just asking for one midfielder. Like, one fucking midfielder. Joke.
And this is one of the reasons why I'm glad to be in your company, because clearly we're not the type of people to whom anyone can sell feces and have them call it candy floss, as I said. It's ridiculous. We now see Arsenal's activity for what it is. They won't sign any players that we need and then talk about how they want to build a youth project to try to pull the wool over our eyes. Thankfully, people like you and me see through all that.
Exactly. It's a joke, honestly. I mean, I don't know what people expect me to say.
I mean, you can say the deadline day has been a shambles, but not the window, given that we got
Yeah,
Jesus.
the deadline day's been a shambles, not the window. I mean, we still bought some pretty good players out of it, right?
Yeah.
We just haven't
I mean,
added to the final bit, right?
yeah.
22 players. Is that how much they've bought? Jesus Christ.
Did you hear the news about Marcelo signing for Leicester?
No, Marcelo. Yeah, I think I did. Let me have a look. Aubameyang in London to complete the Chelsea move. Arsenal make a third. Louise bid. We're not getting him now. It's too late.
Yeah.
It's way too late.
Far
Right.
too late. So his only hope is to sign a new deal, maybe go back to Brazil like Willian didn't play over there. The only problem is, having played for so long in the bright lights of Real Madrid,
We ain't getting
having
that deal done now. No way. Not at Arsenal's pace. There is no way we're doing it.
what about all the reports that said that Luis was in London and they were planning a medical and everything? BS, huh?
Yeah, BS, mate. Trust me, BS. I don't know what people expect me to say. So at the moment, Anthony obviously is signed from Man United for £86 million. Aubameyang is set to join Chelsea. Chelsea are now closing in on Sicario as well, who is linked with us.
Yeah.
And
Wouldn't it be funny if just as we were linked with Kante only to get Granit Xhaka instead, now Chelsea are linked with Zakaria like we were, and he might prove to be the next Kante. Without luck, you just know that that could happen, yeah?
oh, with Iron Lock, it's gonna happen. Trust me, it'll happen.
I'm always going to love Arsene Wenger, but he didn't half sign some rubbish during his time with us.
Mm-hmm.
He never properly replaced the back four, and I will never forgive him for buying that French Frank Leboeuf doppelganger Pascal Seagun. He was a disaster waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
How that moron ever got an Invincibles winners medal, I will never know.
Because he did play the next season.
So he got a consolation gift.
Oh.
Quel dommage, mais c'est la vie, n'est-ce pas?
You're speaking French. Stop swearing at me.
Yeah, I know. I said, it's a pity, but that's life.
Good. Say it in English.
I take it from that tone of voice that you never took French for your GCSEs.
No.
Levels.
No. I said, why do you want to do that? I said, why would I want to learn French?
Never know, mate. It's always wonderful to learn a new language. I learned French at a beginner's level, and I actually
I'll learn Italian or Spanish. I won't learn French. I already learned French from my dad, so go fuck yourself.
I still have a dream of being able to learn to speak Italian.
Yeah, lovely. We ain't getting anyone. Why is it Chelsea get like 3 players in today? We can't, because Chelsea have ambition. That's just a simple way to it. They have ambition, we don't.
Chelsea have more European Cups than we do.
Yeah. I mean, if we've signed another midfielder already, like, I'll be like, yeah, I would like a right back, but other than that, I'm fine. I'd say I'll go with it, but obviously not. So what do you expect me to say?
Yeah.
What does anyone expect me to say?
Speaking of ambition, it's amazing to see how many players Forest have signed, and Batshuayi, who of course was on the books at both Dortmund and Chelsea, is now another addition. I wonder if you think their ambition is misplaced, or are you impressed with how they've gone about things?
Say that again.
No, I was talking about Forest's transfer window. They've signed so many players. They're now adding Batshuayi to their roster. Are you impressed by their ambition, or do you think it might be a little
23
bit?
fucking players. I mean, Jesus Christ. How many players do they want?
And all because they want to stay in the Premier League and maybe build from there.
Mm.
Mm.
Is a liar, if that is that what you mean. Oh, Luke, get lost. We are. Just do me a favour.
No, pas du tout.
Please, no. Positive is... Luca, you're not interested in F1 at all anyway.
Another Mickey take. Another Mickey take.
How could Forrest... Trust me, if I didn't do F1 content, he wouldn't be interested. How can Forest sign 22 players?
Simple, Luca. They wanted to sign players. They have a vision in mind. They clearly want... Yeah, Forest haven't been in the league for over 20 years, making the most of lost time, making up for it. Sums it up.
Sums it up, no. Right. And plus they'd be given a shitload of money to get promoted anyway. But that's obviously not in Forest. This ain't the top half of the league. But it will make them dangerous. It will make them dangerous, trust me. Right, let's have a refresh. Let's see what's happening. No, still nothing. Well, speaking of Forest, but they on loan with a buy option from Rennes. That's a done deal. And now they're looking at Batshuayi. So
they signed Bolly, have they?
Logi Bade. I don't know who he is. He's from Rennes.
Ah, right.
Anderlecht are set to sign Yang Vertonghen. Deal agreed. Now set. Speaking of it's Anderlecht. I'm not really fussed about them.
That's a familiar name.
Yeah. Spurs twat.
Just like Serge Aurier.
Justin Kluivert is now in Valencia to sign on loan for 15 million euros from Roma. Let's hope he's as good as his dad. I'll take it.
Yep.
I'll take it that was his dad.
Patrick, yeah. Played for Newcastle in the Premiership. Top forward for Holland.
Didn't he play for Barcelona as well?
Yes, he did. He did.
I thought so. He played for Barcelona as well. We won't get top. Oh my god! Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. It's like Luca's meltdown. Look, if we get any more injuries, then we'll struggle. But at the moment, we're still getting results despite the midfield. I know that won't last. It won't last. Say, how you doing, mate?
Yo, I'm good. I'm a bit frustrated as every Arsenal fan, but
yeah. Just hold the fort for 2 seconds. I'll go get some painkillers.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Stephen and I were talking about how how ironic it would be, because before Chelsea signed Zakaria, we were linked to him, yeah, and It could very well be history repeating itself with N'Golo Kante. We could have had him, but we went for Granit Xhaka, and the rest is history. I just hope history will not repeat itself. Yeah.
I think the difference is this time I prefer the one we are going for instead of Chelsea. Uh, Dennis Zakaria is a good talent. He is. He is. There's no doubt about that. But I do think that Douglas Luiz is the better player right now.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did. He's not really kicked on at Juventus, but I don't know if that's down to Juventus not being them, not being in a great uh, pace right now. Like Juve's ever since they last won the league title, Juventus have not been the same really.
Yeah. I've slipped a bit, and certainly allowed both Milan clubs to get back at them. Speaking of which, Dest actually moved to Milan on loan, so it's one Champions League club or another, and that should give room for Bellerin to play. And look, if he messes up, he will be exiled. But this could definitely be a good deal for him. How amazing is it that all of the players, I mean, not all of the players, but certainly a number of players who seem to be surplus to requirements with us could be just what other clubs need. I've heard of one man's rubbish being another man's riches, but this is ridiculous, huh?
To go for this, Jesus, Zinchenko, Vieira, decent window for Arsenal. So, to be fair, look, I've not said it's not been a decent window. I just said why can't we get a midfielder to add to our midfielder crisis, and also to further cement our chances of getting top four. Why not show that ambition? Right? You all say you want to be in the Champions League. Right? You all come out with big statements saying like, "Oh, we're going to win the Champions League in 3 years." Well, fucking prove it then. Put your money where your mouth is, right? And spend the fucking money and get the fucking players we need, right? But no, the only reason we're interested in Douglas Luiz is because look, we had to play the Congo on the weekend, right? We had to play the Congo on the weekend. Bless him, right? Feel fucking sorry for him, to be honest, because he shouldn't be able to go for. It shouldn't be able to rely on him now. Right? He's 20 fucking 3. He's played last season. He's still not ready yet. Vieira's not even had a touch of the ball yet. Right? And people are telling me everything's fine. Bullshit.
Reminds me a lot of that quote from Faulty Towers, don't mention the wall.
Oh, yeah, don't. Just don't. Oh, just don't. I could actually go into a mad one. Honestly.
Are you guys watching the United game?
No, why?
Oh, okay, no, I was just wondering.
I'm
Why was
keeping
that?
up to date with updates on BBC Sports.
I'm just watching it just to get an idea of the Sunday game, but yeah,
Yeah? And
they've not
get on
been
idea?
they've not been impressive. But the thing is this year, when it comes to derbies, when it comes to United, Arsenal, or all of these games, form gets out of the window, and it is who wants it most that's going to determine. So, what is in United's favor is that they are playing at home and they got Casemiro. What is in our favor is that we have 24 hours more rest, where they are playing away from home today and have to get back to Manchester tonight, which means they only have Friday, tomorrow, and Saturday to rest and then play us on Sunday. So that's in our favor, but obviously our injuries is against us. So I've said it before, I feel like it's going to be a draw, but we'll see. We'll see.
Um, right, United, I'm worried. Luke, you're worried about every team. I've got some in. Please tell me. Like, I'll let you
Well, it
explain it
looks
in a minute.
like
I'll let you explain it in a minute. Let me just
yeah.
get for the. It can't happen by now. From okay, we ain't beating United. Yeah, no, well, no, the real Arsenal fans are, because we realise what the state of our club is. Right, the deluded ones are going, yeah, it's all good, no worries. But yeah, say it. Go on, your info.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much. All I'm going to say is that it looks very likely that Douglas Luiz will sign for Arsenal. He is in London. They are keeping it under the radar, but
You heard it
we'll
here
see.
first.
Yeah,
Say
we had it
right.
here.
I'll say its
Yes.
word. I'll say its word. Right.
So if he signs, then you can use this clip and you can use it to get more viewers and tell people we got the latest news always ahead
I
of the
know.
curve.
Yeah, yeah. And if it turns out we don't sign anyone, I'm gonna
Then you
hold
just
your breath
edit the
again.
video and clip that part away, and
Yeah,
then it never
yeah,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. I'm gonna clip that part. I said when Saeed thinks he knows more than everyone else.
I know.
All
But
right, mate. I'll use you to ruin you. Trust me. I said don't go to this channel. He talks bollocks.
Right. So one update I can mention is that Casemiro came on the hour as a substitute for Anthony Elanga, so he will have a half an hour workout. And this,
yeah,
as we were talking about, site will be a part of
Um,
the plan of Ten Hag to sort of blend Casemiro in. I'm pretty certain that Casemiro will have a big part to play on Sunday.
yeah. But what I
Yeah,
will say, man, is that Man United's attack so far does not
it
impress me.
doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good, and this is why I feel like again I smell a draw. I hope we could snatch a win, but I smell a draw. Like it's you guys will see when we play them. Yeah,
Mate,
they
I
are not
was giving
great.
this, I was giving this lot a lot of banter in the second game season, so we better win. Otherwise, I'm
Listen, I
fucked.
would want nothing for me. I've said it many times. I grew up on Man United, Arsenal. That's the game I look forward to more than any game every season. So hopefully, hopefully we can win. I mean, I wouldn't want anything more than Arsenal to win against Man United. That would be great. But they are not playing very well. But as I said, when it comes to these big games, these emotional games, form goes out of the window, and whoever turns up and wants it more will win. So yeah, we'll see. Like no, United are not playing well. Like Leicester are actually the one dominating the game, which says a lot. It's just that they're not very clinical.
I think we draw. Mate, you first said we were gonna lose.
Yeah, you've been saying all week that we're gonna lose.
I don't want it. Look, and by the way, you said I saw like a comment earlier saying like they do know our system. Yes, I expect Man United to know our system because we've been playing it for the last 2 years. What I'm saying is, right? They didn't know their system yet.
Yeah,
Casemiro's got to come in and learn
yeah,
their system.
Yeah, that's the
right?
thing. He's gonna get used to the players and the
Yeah,
tempo and everything.
like Man City, for example, right? Haaland has only just started scoring now because they've now started to telepathy, basically, not knowing where he's going to be. Right? They
Yeah,
now know
and
where he's going to be. Where's his off the ball movement? Whereas before they weren't making that final pass to him because they didn't know he was there.
yeah,
Right? They didn't have to look at him.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Simple as
yeah.
that. Uh, I want to be able to draw. I want to battle him. I want to battle him. I want to win. United are playing well. How?
I disagree. They're not playing well.
There's a quote on the
You
BBC
said,
website which says,
seriously, you said Eddie Nketiah's been playing well the last 2 games. Fuck. So.
yeah, there's a quote on the BBC website which says, "I'm happy to be grinding out 1-0 wins. Substance is more important than style at this stage of the campaign under a new manager." And of course, as you said, form will go out the window. They could have a surprise in store. I did see an update that it could have been 2-0, but for some good work from Johnny Evans. I'm surprised that Evans is on the captaincy. He looks as though he's seen better days.
Craig, he will. Don't you worry about that. If he ever does, mate, I will tear into him limb from limb. I said, well, you should have bought some signings in order. Well, if you bought like maybe an extra midfielder, I said you wouldn't have this crisis, would you? Dickhead. Honestly. Breaking. Anthony, get lost. Let's see what else. Come on, Fabrizio, give us something. Give me something. Oh, not. It's not. It's It's not Arsenal. It's Southampton. Official completed. Sam Idozie joined Southampton from Manchester City on a permanent deal. Right. To be fair, some of the players they've signed, you wouldn't know who they are, but they're not bad little players. To be fair, for Southampton, they seem to have this knack, don't they? They buy players that seem to be quite good, like, and we never even heard of them.
Yeah, they have a good. Southampton have had a good scouting network and a good youth setup for time. It's just that they usually can't keep their players for long.
Yeah, that's why they've had to have such a good system. But see how this that new I can't remember his name now. He was playing last. He was playing. I can't remember his name, but I think he's a defender that they've brought in. Right, he was quite good. Like I've
Salisu,
seen him. What?
Salisu,
No, there's someone else. Can't think of him.
Livramento.
Let me have a look at Southampton's players. Once I see the name, I know who it is. Southampton players. It could be this guy. Yeah, this guy here. Bella Kotchap. I think he's just joined this year, isn't he? He was quality. He's been quality the last couple of games.
Yeah.
So yeah, that hit, and like I said, if they never bought this deadline days gets big up, Connor. Hope you're doing well. I'll put the link in again actually. Anyone else to come on, do feel free. You want to have your say, right? You want to moan, you want to rant, you want to just take the piss, right? Then feel free, right? Stephen, I can't see us signing anyone today. Like last season, on the last day, I'm not like. You mean unlike last season on the last day of the transfer window where we signed Tommy Asu and all that because we realised all was shit. Right, sad day for a lot of fans. Dozier is a decent youth player going to Southampton. Yeah. Well, you've got to be decent if you're meeting Man City's academy. But that's the thing. I knew when we won our first 3, 4, 5 games, when we won these games, I had this feeling we ain't gonna buy anyone. Right? It's every time we were winning, it was like a confirmation we ain't gonna buy anyone because they'll think this is enough.
Yeah.
They think it's enough. Right, and maybe we do have the striking ability to be able to get around it, but it doesn't leave me very confident. Right, we've already started conceding silly goals, which is what we did last season. Right, and I don't know what people expect me to keep saying. I know. What else has happened? Right. Here we go. Update.
We had a tad bit in for
We
Douglas
have
Luiz.
an update. So, and Arsenal will try until the end, as players camps pushing also with Aston Villa, but AS is still fighting to keep Douglas. Once a followed. Oh, for fuck's sake! Mate, we ain't getting him. They don't want him to go, so we ain't getting him.
I think it's gonna be one where we're just gonna have to pay more than we want. Because
Look at this guy here. Look, we are cooking. What the fuck are you on about? Like, are you dumb? Like, honestly. Honestly, some of these people look dumb. Yeah. But that's the latest update I can bring you. But so unless we literally followed it till it's what we got an hour and 10 minutes. An hour and 10 minutes. I don't know if I do 10 hours and 10 minutes to be fair. Now how are you going to get Louise done in 1 hour? I've seen it done before. Right. Remember that Amazon Prime when they got rid of Aubameyang? Last minute. They made it look dramatic, like they were doing something fucking.
I told you, Douglas Luiz is gonna sign like 1 minute past 11, and we're gonna get an extension, and every fan is gonna go mad because it was so close.
And
We'll
then
all be
if
happy.
are we doing all for nothing this? Are we doing all for nothing this year?
This is the year we should have done it.
Like, are we doing it again, or we're not doing it?
I think the answer will depend on
No,
the
we're not
result of the
doing
season. If we fail to reach our targets, we're not doing it because there is no way that Arsenal will want to air such
Manny,
dirty linen in public.
Manny, to be fair, they'd have to make that choice beforehand because otherwise,
Yeah, They do it before.
This is the thing. It's like with Netflix.
But we are not doing it this season.
It's like Netflix with Drive to Survive for F1, right? Is that they have to announce whether they're doing another season before the season ends, so they get access for next season because you're gonna have so many people in the paddock. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, they have to make sure they got access. Arteta spent 150 million on defenders, and the best defenders was signed under Emery, Ramos and Saliba and Katie. He's got a point. Let's see.
I remember
In
Wenger signed Mustafi. I thought he would be a bargain. How wrong I was.
what's that?
Yeah.
Did you think Mustafi
But the
was a
thing is
fire?
this,
Hang
yeah,
on,
money. I
hang on,
always, yeah.
hang on. I remember we bought him and I was in hospital, and even I still looked at him and I'm like, no, no. I just saw one game and I'm like, no, we just didn't buy him, did we?
Yeah, I think we bought him after they lost like 7 or 6-0
I
or
know.
something crazy like that.
I
But
saw the
but
mistakes
what
he
I
was
will
making. I'm like,
say
oh my fuck.
to Mustafi's defense is that
I'll
when
call
you
him
don't have
Mufasa. I'll call him Mufasa.
when you don't have a
The Lion King.
midfield that covers for you, it doesn't matter how good you are, you will look exposed.
It is. It's so easy to call him Mufasa, the Lion King.
But yeah,
Zemenya.
how wrong it went with him.
How many? Don't. At least it ain't King Castrum, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, 1-0 Man United won. This
Did
game
they?
is over. Yeah.
Oh, they won 1-0. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I
Against
think it's
Leicester.
three wins in a row now for United.
Brendan Rodgers has got to go.
Well, I
Brendan
think it's
Rodgers will be
between
the next
him
to go.
and it's between him and Rogers who get. It's between him and Gerrard who gets sacked first.
I was gonna say him and Rodgers. What are you referring to? Ten Hag.
Well, if you continue like this, it's gonna be between Brandon and Rogers who gets sacked first.
This guy, honestly. This guy's been saying for ages, we're getting Tillemans. Like, it's like, don't worry, we'll get Paqueta instead. Then now it's like, we'll get Douglas Luiz. He's like,
No, I've never said we get it.
you immediately messaged me back and said, mate, we're getting Douglas Luiz, bro. I've got the tweet.
I've never said we are getting Lucas Paqueta. That's what I'll say to my defense. I do think that we'll see. It's an hour left. Next 45 minutes is crucial. Arsenal are really pushing for the deal, but you know,
And what's worse, he used it on Twitter,
Villa
so he
doesn't
used
have
it on
to.
his channel's account. So people
Villa
are gonna
don't
like,
have.
this guy gets over him so quickly. Sorry. On Twitter, you have to laugh otherwise you cry. Arteta got the job. I hoped he would fix the midfield, being a midfielder, but him do have been fixated on the defence, and little change. A lot of wasted dollars. 380 mil. Man United are back. They only beat for Leicester 1-0 for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Like,
We'll see. I think what's good with the game on Sunday is that it's gonna say a lot where both
that's a
teams
good one,
are.
Costafi.
Where if United were to win, that's a big statement win for them. If Arsenal were to win, then that's a big statement for us. And I feel like if it gets a draw,
Matt, if you got time, mate. Right, everyone's welcome on. If you've got time, I'd love to have
Luke,
you on, mate.
what do you make of your legend Cristiano Ronaldo?
Oh yeah, like Ronaldo, is he leaving or is he staying? How is it?
I'm going to put a wager on it that Ronaldo will be starting tomorrow. I mean, on Sunday.
Cristiano.
Yeah, he should be starting against Arsenal.
Okay.
I'd be surprised if he starts.
No, but here's the thing. Apart from his goal against Liverpool, Rashford probably hasn't. He didn't. I don't think he looked his best today, from all accounts. So
should I play the clip?
It might be that Ronaldo will.
Huh? Don't play any clips.
Should I play the clip?
Yeah. Play.
Go and have a look.
Yeah. Who's?
I ain't getting hyped, so get lost.
Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo!
Luca,
1-0 Man United.
Are you
Shut
a
up.
United fan?
Are you United?
It's my face. It's like,
Yeah.
you
And
what?
the funny thing is that Luca loves the clip so much he's desperate to watch it again.
No, I need to
That's
find the
what
clip. No, I need to find the clip where he said, I'm almost became a United fan.
Oh yeah. That's the one.
I was just like, I said to him afterwards, he said, trust me, you're getting destroyed. You you expect the next 3-4 weeks, everyone's just going to say, all right, Man United fan. Honestly, I'll be okay for your preview if you need. Yeah, man. Look, I'm. Should hope to get the Man United agenda on. So tomorrow, the streams I will be in. I'm staying for a couple of days in a hospice. For a couple of days to get us away from the house. So I'll still be able to do streams late at night.
After Villa have declined another bit.
Yeah, we're not getting in then. Say, I'm never listening to you again.
No, I said it would look likely, but it's one of them, yeah.
You said in your reply to my tweet, we're getting Douglas and Reese, bro.
Ah, you mean that? That wasn't me. I didn't have my phone.
Yeah. You were hacked. Yeah. Right, let's have. Okay, hang on. Let me have a look then. It's not you, is it? Oh no, it's obviously this one. It's obviously my profile. Right.
Use the Seminole County Republican. Sorry about that.
No.
It's alright. Let me have a look. I'm trying to find it now.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh yeah, here we go. So here we go. Here's the magic moment. If we don't get a midfielder, we need, given our current injury crisis, then I fear that by the end of the season, it may cost us top 4 and missing out on Champions League football again. If this happens, Arteta then needs to go. End of story. And then.
And then what?
You deleted the tweet, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've not deleted the tweet was deleted. You fucking deleted it. You're twat.
Guys, there was never any tweet. I've never said them words.
Yeah.
No evidence. And I'm innocent until the opposite can be proven.
Okay. Alright then. Oh yeah. I'd click on the tweet that look on my notifications, it doesn't come up, it doesn't exist. Right. Here you go. Here's the reply. You can't ruin bang to rights. And that's on his Twitter, it's on his channel's Twitter account as well. He might need the help of Ben Jacobs or something. Still have faith, I was told by a very reliable source. Louise was seen in McDonald's buying theme of flies and 10 cheeseburgers.
That is epic movie taking. There's no way he would be in McDonald's buying that crap.
That was on the Holloway Road. He was buying a fucking Big Mac. I had a McDonald's today. Lovely.
I mean, cheeseburgers are useless. I mean, if as you said, you could buy yourself a Big
I'm
Mac.
trying not
with a
actually.
salad.
I shouldn't say anything because you can't eat meat at the minute, can you?
But
It's all right. I mean, I've had my share of cheeseburgers before. Don't worry about me. But yeah,
I could tell.
but I don't understand. Well, I don't understand here,
that
guys.
was cheeky. That was cheeky. You cheeky little sod.
Hey, if you see my fucking side, look, I've got. That's all fluid that is. I've got an excuse.
Cheeky bugger.
Douglas always agreed the deal. It's just Villa are reluctant to sell. Yeah, mate. We have to offer something stupid otherwise. But yeah, if anyone wants to come on, do feel free. I mean, we're here until it's less than an hour now, so we might as well do it. We wasn't getting top four anyway without the injury. The only way we get top four is if teams and managers massively underperform. This is exactly what I said last season, mate. I told everyone last season we won extra 3 wins, same amount of defeat, less and goals conceded. By the way, I changed the thumbnail last minute as well because Talk came through for me. So big up Talk. Talk Man is just a legend, and he's helped the channel so much. This original overlay and background was from him last season, so yeah. So if you're watching, thanks, bro. Get Luke
Yeah, big up
on
to
for Aberdeen transfer wound up. I would if I would if there wasn't a bit of problem. Mackey's breakfast, Mackey's breakfast are alright. Their hash browns, you can't beat their hash browns. I'm sorry.
No, you can't. You can't.
Oh, fuck. Don't. I want to have right now. LFC complete deal.
I remember McDonald's would be open 24 hours in the States, but you'd only get the breakfast menu after 6 o'clock, maybe. Until then, it would be standard fare.
Yeah.
In the UK, I think
Honestly,
they close at 11, don't they?
I think Leicester needs to get rid of them. Honestly, I do worry about Leicester. I think he needs to go now.
I agree.
Yeah.
now. I've sort of come around on Rodgers. It's like someone said that this is, oh, Christ alive. What are you laughing at?
What the fuck was this?
I saw it on Twitter. I was like, I just have to tag you.
You're doing a Michael Jackson.
It's funny. It's funny. Oh, nah. But yeah, Steven,
No,
gotta go, man.
no. It's not that. Why has he played it with the verse? You should just do Billie Jean.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
an epic. That's an epic.
No, you
song.
start with the verse and then get to the chorus.
yeah.
Yeah, but like if you just play the chorus bit because it's only a short clip, then you know exactly what it is. Right.
Oh,
There you go.
any Michael Jackson fan will know that song.
Look. Say what did you say?
No, I was saying I gotta go, man.
You could change that fucking title for a start.
You just seen it now. I had it for an hour. Yeah.
Look. Yeah. Before you go, everyone, please do go and support Saeed's channel. Go and subscribe. Saeed right, thanks for stepping in and doing the show and getting it started, and that we really do appreciate it.
Of course, anytime for you, man. Don't worry
And
about
yeah, hopefully you are right, and we get Douglas Luiz in the final minutes.
we are trying, but I feel like it's one of them. Maybe we've just gone into it too late because
Yeah,
Villa have all the power. Yes, the player wants to leave. He's in London, but again, if they don't want to sell, they don't want to sell. What can we do? But it's poor. It's poor.
but again, where can I find you?
Yeah, guys, you can find me on King's Football Show. You can obviously always find me here as well on
Talking bollocks about
SFeatleyTV.
transfers.
Yep. And yeah, hopefully Luis will sign for Arsenal and we can all celebrate, but it's not looking good right now. If I'm honest, the optimism that I have is gone. It's very unusual that after 3 bids that you go in for fourth one. It's
Yeah.
very
Fourth
unlikely.
time's not the charm, huh?
Yeah.
To
Always
be
has to be
fair,
the
if there's
first.
half an hour left and we still haven't moved forward in half an hour, then I might wrap it up because I'm not going to sit here because there's no way you'll be able to do it.
I know.
53 minutes, Arsenal. Well, 53 minutes, there could still be time to rush it through, but then to be fair, like Matt was just saying, if you're still there, Matt, you're welcome to comment. Anyone is welcome to comment. Can do. The deal is already agreed. It's just with Villa agreeing on the price to sell and whether they want to. But this is what I don't get. If you're a Villa, if he doesn't want to be there and he wants to move,
Yeah, and he's
let
not
him
gonna
go.
renew, and he can
All
leave
it's
in
going
a
to do is
year's
cause
time.
problems.
Yeah,
Right? So, but the thing is, probably for Villa, is like, yeah, we want. It's more like we'll let you go, but we got no replacement.
but they bought Don Donker.
Then
They have
Duncan and Bednarik.
yeah, so they have
So if
replacement.
you check on Insta as well, I sent you the fixtures for match day
Oh
6.
yeah. I'll fill it in. I promise.
Yeah, for us, if you could do that for us, that'd be really great. If Connor's still in the chat as well, I sent that as well to him, so that way I've got some match day predictions. It's just in case I can't do a prediction stream at 2 p.m. this afternoon, tomorrow afternoon,
All
but I
right,
should
guys.
be able to.
Thanks for having me on, man. Good luck,
No worries.
and
No, thank you
speak
for.
to you tomorrow. And take care, Manny, as well. You know, it's nice speaking to you as always.
Always, brother. Have a good night. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. And don't let the bed bugs bite you.
All right, I'll do my best. I'm out.
Right, so we are going to be here for another half an hour at least. Breaking news on Ronaldo as United look to bring in Andy Carroll. Nah, that's a joke. He's on. Yeah, mate, you're trolling.
He wants some more. Can you? Let's read the rest of that. Yeah.
I'll read the rest of that. Yeah.
Yeah. He
Andy
wants a
Carroll
more vibrant project like
exactly.
Accrington Stanley. Accrington Stanley. Who is it?
What the fuck was that?
You obviously don't remember that advertisement.
No. If I drink as much milk, I'll be fit enough to play for Accrington Stanley.
Yeah, Accrington Stanley. Who is it? Exactly. Now get off.
No, it's not that high, for fuck's sake.
They were 9 or 10 years old. It had
Yeah,
to
they
be.
weren't that fucking high. Like, it's not like they were grabbing him. I'm not gonna say. I may get cancelled.
Cancelled for what? What did you say?
Well, I was about this. No, don't.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask you. It's strictly between us, off the
As
air.
let's just say, as a full adult, to get that high, you probably have to grab your nuts.
No, not really. I mean, no.
Right.
Sometimes you sort of have to imagine yourself as that, and just do some work with your throat. It's the
the
falsetto.
latest news on Memphis Depay. Right. I have decided to stay at Barca. I'm fully committed to contribute to the club's sporting success. So he's not going. Depay will not join Chelsea. Never been close. Wow. Official confirmed. Arthur Melo has joined Liverpool on loan. Can I just ask, has FIFA come out yet? FIFA 23.
I wouldn't know. I've never been into any of that stuff, to be honest.
Oh, mate, you should get FIFA. FIFA's quality. I only buy it now if I've got. I never used to buy it to play friends, but I might do it. No, 30th of September. I've still got to play F1 Manager yet. Right, it's basically
Last
Football
season, I
Manager.
tried my hand at fantasy football. That was a waste of my time.
Did you join our league?
No, I actually have a different league. It's with a few mates who were with me back in the States.
Mine's got prizes you can win.
No, it's all right. I mean, even if when it comes to prizes, I mean, even if I were to win, how would you ship them to me? That's always another pain in the arse.
Just send me your address and I'll ship them to you. Easy.
Well, yeah, but you do realise I don't live in the UK. I live well overseas, and
Yeah, I shipped a shirt from here to Brazil once.
oh, that's nice.
Marley, I had a spare Arsenal shirt that had Saka on number 7 on the back.
Oh, nice.
So
Well, I'll tell you what.
Bargav won it. Bargav
Yeah.
won it as a prize. He didn't want it, so I said, Marley, did you want it? So he said, yeah, I'll have it. So I sent it to him. I don't know if he's got it yet, but I didn't mean to send it to him. It does take a while,
Cool.
but
I mean,
I did send it to him.
I can give you a compromise. I mean, I have a few close mates who
I've got a
obviously
mate.
live.
I've got a package that's coming from Ukraine. Actually, there's someone
Wow.
who's selling shirts from Ukraine, and I first of all I asked him. First of all, I asked on eBay, I hope you're okay, by the way, and fully support what you guys are doing, right? And it's the Arsenal 0102 shirt with Henry on the back, right? So I've got this Henry shirt, and I've got another one, so just in case any of them break, so like any of the lettering comes off or anything like that. Because I really wanted to buy this one to wear again, because I used to have my dad's, but I wanted to buy this one because of the history element, right? Because it's hybrid, right? And I love that. I love that shirt. Then 0102 is a double winning season. I've already I've got the Arsenal away shirt from 0304 for our Invincible season. I want to buy the 0203 shirt again because I love that shirt.
The home one or the away one?
The blue away one. The blue away one of 0203 or the blue away one of 0405. The blue one of 0405 was sick. That was a sick kit. It was seriously cool. And I bought the red one and I was like, I wish I bought the blue one.
Well, you do have the absolutely sexy black one right now, so.
But if I'm gonna spend any money or spending on shirts, I spend on retro shirts and I'm trying to find one with Vieira on the back, and then one with maybe Perez or something. Just
if they have that psychedelic banana shirt of the early '90s, that away shirt, that would be gold. I'm telling you now.
I've still got that version. That shirt from 2019-20 was based on the banana shirt. Right, if you remember.
Yeah, I do.
So Man United have won, if I'm not mistaken. They won 1-0. Jadon Sancho with the goal. on the 23rd minute. Let's have a look at their stats. Same amount of possession, same amount of chances, really. Same amount of passes. It was pretty even, to be fair, so it probably should deserve the draw out of it, to be fair.
Yeah.
So Man United now with 3 wins climb up to 5th. Right. Liverpool behind them in 6th, 2 wins and a loss and 2 draws.
I want you to
Arsenal,
check this out for me. How many shots did each team have, and how many were on target?
well, 9 shots, 2 on target for Man United, 10 shots and 2 on target for Leicester.
Right, so not much to choose between either team then, eh?
So
And
Arsenal, look, and now Leicester are bottom of the league. He's got to go.
I agree. I think you've sold me on him. I mean, I wanted to give him as
Told
much
you.
chance as I could.
I'm sorry. I said to you, it's gone stale now. It's like what happened with Liverpool. He's had his peak and now he's falling apart.
I mean, the fact that he's not even willing to bring in the likes of Kagler Soyuncu and Yannick Vestergaard to the team when they clearly need defensive reinforcement, that's just stupid. That is something you'd expect from an Arteta, but not a Brendan Rodgers. I mean, we talk about how Arteta has an agenda against some players. It looks as though Rodgers has his own agendas. And to think I actually thought he would be a good recommendation for Arsenal, not anymore, let me tell you that.
So I'm still shit.
The only problem is, do they give him a little bit more time like they did with Ranieri before pulling the trigger, or do they just, get the deed done and over with?
Fuck.
Yeah, the question I was asking is, do they sack him now, or just give him a bit more
Let's
time?
get rid of him now. Save the season. Shit. Nosebleed. That's what happens with your warfare.
Yeah. I actually went on the Cherries stream to talk about Scott Parker's sacking and had a pretty good discussion there. Sadly, Craig
Who
Beasley
do you
wasn't
think
there.
should come in though? But who do you think Leicester can get? Pochettino's a good one.
Pochettino might sound good. I mean, obviously he doesn't want to join Arsenal, so Leicester could certainly be an option. There could, of course, be some talk about him possibly going to Aston Villa if Gerrard doesn't survive. I think Pochettino would be a good shout because of how, I mean, certainly he took that Tottenham team and made them a lot better before he was given this P45. Maybe he could work some similar magic with
I
the
think he was
Protestants.
giving his P45 too early, to be fair.
What do you say?
I think he was giving his P45 a bit too early.
Agreed. And when they bought Mourinho, I mean, I was telling myself this is going to backfire on them badly, and it did. I remember celebrating when he got Spurs knocked out of the League Cup, and I did a version of the Hokey Cokey for that. He came to Tottenham, bringing so much clout. The club believed in him, of that there was no doubt. But with his team selections, he was mucking around, and now Spurs have been knocked out. Jose.
It's alright. Let's just don't.
You obviously are too old for that. Too old.
Nah. It's just it's too easy to take the piss out of him. Right. Too easy. Right, let's have a look. Jesus shit. The problem was on Sky. The problem was on Sky Sports News. He was in the background.
Who?
The pun was outside Stamford Bridge, and he was in.
I saw that picture on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, if anyone is free, do hit the like and share button. Do hit the subscribe button as well. Ah,
Yeah.
let me have
And
a
as
look
I
at
was saying, I think Spurs
the.
got what they deserved when they sacked Pochettino too early
Yeah.
and brought Mourinho in. Mourinho left that club in an awful
Yeah,
mess.
simple. Look, the simple enough for me is that where with Tottenham is literally one song. You'll always be shit. You'll always be shit. Tottenham Hotspur. You'll always be shit. Right. I know.
And
Yeah,
there's
they'll
another
always be
song
shit.
a song you guys made when they bottled the league in 2006, I think.
Oh no, 2006. It was lasagna. Whoa, lasagna. Whoa. We laughed ourselves to bits when Tottenham had the shits. Lasagna, whoa, lasagna, whoa. It could have been Sky Sports, instead it's Channel 5. Because they ended up getting Europa League. Because it was on Channel 5 back then.
Yeah, but now the tables have turned. We're on Channel 5 and they're on Sky.
Yeah. Right. Here we go. Let's have a look. Everton have now made another signing. So, official confirmed, James Garner is new Everton player on a permanent deal from Manchester United.
Yep, youth player.
Villa. Oh no. And Arsenal. Here we go. Look. Aston Villa have rejected one more proposal from the Arsenal for Douglas Luiz. Arsenal is still not left the negotiations, but it looks really complicated with Aston Villa. Fucking hell, mate. Trust me, we're fucked. We ain't getting him now. No way. No way. The reason didn't reject this. He agreed on all the he's agreed terms with us. He wants to leave, but it's Aston Villa who don't want to pay the price. They don't want to sell him because they want to bring someone in as well. Who is it? Oh, I thought it was blocked. Must have a new account. So if you don't know him, he's one of these people that believe that bullshit that from that other channel, Manny. Remember?
Yep.
He's supposed to be a friend.
Yep.
That's alright, man. Cause I've got friends like you, man. I've got friends that see you who never back down for me. Right?
Of
And always
course.
support us.
And I told you, listen, anytime any of these Mickey takers come online to try to wind you up, just don't
They
bother
weren't even
listening.
Mickey takers, mate. It was a deliberate act to destroy my reputation. Probably because they were jealous over the fact that I paid out my own money, my own cash, to get a sports journalist on, and the fact I was doing it for charity, for my own gain, not for my own gain. None of this is for my own gain. I don't give a fuck about my publicity. If they want to be famous, Good for them. I don't. I just want to be normal. I'd rather be just. Do you know what? If it meant if I didn't have the health I have, I wouldn't have met any of you guys. Because if I wasn't well enough, if I was well enough, I'd be at university. I'd be in accountant by now, and I would be a YouTuber. Right. So the plus side is I get to meet people like you, but on the worst side is that I have to put up with the health that I have, and people want to destroy my reputation because of my health. Right, because they're jealous of my health and they're jealous of the fact that I've got a channel that is not for my own gain. He's sick. Like, honestly, are you serious? Like, what are we doing here? Like, you actually that jealous of my health. If you want it, have it.
Yeah.
Jog on. Like, 'cause I don't
I
want
see
it.
I see the difference between people who just go on YouTube to be famous and people who are just doing it as a hobby. If you're doing it as a hobby, you're a lot more humble, you're a lot more grounded, you know,
He said
because
that, mate, it was like, remember he started his channel, he was like, I want to be just as big as, I want to make a living off this. I want to be as big as, like, the football terrorist. And I went, well, you're in it for the wrong reasons then. You know? Oh, well, so another window where Arsenal still haven't addressed the areas that need addressing. It should have gone after Madison. It should have started the CDM position out by trying to buy it, to move it out, exactly, etc. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly.
problem is Xhaka wasn't going anywhere, Nyron.
It is just, it does, Jones and Joanne. The thing is, they're not even worth it now. They don't even hardly make any content at all. He's disappeared off the face of the earth. Right? And even if he did, like, no one believes them. So this, they're not worth airing. They're not worth my time. People like that aren't worth airing out and giving like airtime for. Simple as that, mate. Right. So I said I'll never speak. I'll never say on this channel who they are, because I'm not giving the airtime for them. If you really want, I'll tell you privately if you really wanted to know. But
Exactly.
like I said, it's not even worth it, mate. Like, let's put it this way: and by the way, we have Saeed here, and Saeed was one of my best friends at the time, right? So, and we've got Manny here as well, and they called me a racist. They called me a racist. Well, I've never said a racist thing in my life. Never any stream I've ever said anything. Ever.
Never.
So there you go. Yeah, Joanne, if you really want to know, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you another time. Because like I said, I'm not giving them the airtime. They're not worth it. It's not Arsenal realist. Nah. Fuck, nah. That guy don't even fucking know me, so good. That guy's a twat. How is he fucking still got a fucking channel? I don't know. Anyway, let's back to it. Let's go back to it. Right, here we go. So another update from Romano. Aston Villa have rejected one more proposal from Arsenal for Douglas.
You read that already, I think.
Hang on, he's already repeated it. So he's repeated it. He's repeated it. Right. Sorry. Bamba Dean has failed medical at Nice after the Leeds deal hijacked. It's the most incredible story of the day. Wow. Wonder why he failed that then.
Could be something which was discovered by the medical team that would end up proving detrimental to a footballing career.
That's good, mate, 'cause he don't deserve one. Right, he don't deserve one. Let's put it that way. I'm glad he doesn't, because he doesn't. People like that don't deserve him. You can say what you want, but be respectful. And that guy had no respect for anyone. Just trying to run through some of these Sky Sports as well. Liverpool signed Juve Arthur on a season-long loan. Arthur Milo. We were interested in him as well.
Yes, we were, and that is another thing. I mean, you know, it's one thing to be interested in
We could have
people,
got him
but
on a signing. That's
we can't
24 players. That's why I'm at 24 players that we've missed out on this year that we were linked with. It's a joke. Absolute joke. Aubameyang, still haven't heard if he's signed, but I think it is pretty much done. That will get done
Yeah.
on the end by the end of the window.
Yeah, and that's an example of how Chelsea are efficient about it, because even if there might be a few formalities left, they will get it done.
Yeah, but to be fair, Chelsea haven't been very good so far this window, though. If you may not notice, like they were sort of going on anyone that was interested in anyone. Like, so if Manchester United were interested in Young, they go for him. If we were interested in Jesus, they go for him. Like, they didn't really have any sort of a plan, like, until now. And it's kind of the same with Man United. Man United were focused so much on De Jong, they forgot about everything else before, and then now they realised that they need to bring that they ain't gonna have that, because that weren't gonna happen. They now realise it needs to bring some others in, and they have done. Simple as that. But yeah, it's yeah, mate. I'm pissed off. I'm tired and I'm pissed off. We've got 28 minutes left. 28 minutes. Do you think we should carry on for 28 minutes?
I think we might have to possibly wrap it up at exactly 11 o'clock, because after 11, they say that there's some sort of a twilight hour where things can happen, but what are the chances of anything happening in that final hour?
Let me just quickly copy and paste. What's our thinking behind this Maitland-Niles decision? Giving him a new contract, yet loan him out. Why not just keep him and play him at right back, sign a better right back, and or even as a DM because of our injury crisis in midfield. If you get what I mean, we've got such an injury crisis in midfield. Why not? Like, it makes no sense.
No, like you said, he probably wasn't going to get a game under Arteta, so you might as well loan him out. But then it's another sort of an indictment on the way they conduct their business. As Anirin has said, you can't offer a person a new contract and then just allow that person to rot. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
By the way, I just want you to confirm if I pronounced your name correctly, because I'm reminded of Anirin Bevan, who founded the NHS. It's a Welsh name, so I hope I pronounced it correctly, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You can respond in the chat. Let's see if there's anything going on over here. Ooh, Newcastle defender Federico Fernandez has completed a move to Spanish side Elche.
Decent right back though. Walks in over Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, just take the E off of me, and you can spell it right, mate. And certainly walks all over Ben Shire. Yeah. That's awesome. How do you say it? Anirin. So I'm sorry if I've said it wrong before. Anirin. I really do apologise. I should know better because my mum's Welsh. My mum's my grandma, sorry, was Welsh. My mum's got a Welsh name, sorry. That's what I meant. She's English. She's got a Welsh name though. By Ira, Eira, which means snow. Right, and
I've got another meaning for that.
so
But
if she was called Ira Gwyn, she would have been called Snow White in Welsh. See? It's fun. Things you learn. Right. Let's have a look. Is there anything else that Mr. Fabrizio hasn't done yet?
I did mention there was something about Newcastle. Federico Fernandez leaving Newcastle, completing a permanent move to Elche. 33-year-old Argentine never played again for the Magpies after the January transfer window opened, and they started splashing the
It's
cash.
all right
So
for an English person. It's all right if you haven't. It's all right for an English person. You haven't pronounced it that badly. What part of Wales is your grandmother from? I'd have to ask my mum because I don't quite know. In fact, I'll just quickly ask her actually. Keep talking, then.
Yeah, I will. So I've already mentioned Fernandez leaving Newcastle, another of the Exodus. Obviously, more talk about the Arthur Melo loan deal to Liverpool. It could be a fresh start. He had been signed by the former Chelsea boss Sarri, but after he got sacked, they appointed Pirlo, who wanted to play a style of football that would have gotten the best out of Melo, but the midfield was incomplete, and then Pirlo was sacked after a year. And now they've gone back to Allegri, and the style is different. So it's a good signing for Liverpool for sure. They're getting a good quality midfielder. And Ireland, I've actually been to Wales once or twice. Lovely country, beautiful landscape, some terrific, forested areas, really wonderful people. And I miss those days.
Yeah.
We had a friend who was in Cardiff, living in Cardiff. And how excited are you for the Welsh team with the World Cup coming up? And have you been keeping a watch on any of your players?
Right. Yeah, annoying. My grandma is from Blan Gwynfi, which near Bridge End, which is near Swansea. I'm from Sidcup. I was born in Welling. I grew up in Welling, Betsy Heath. I was born in Sidcup, Queen Mary's Hospital. And then 2000, which is obviously 5 minutes away from Woolwich. It was closer to Woolwich was closer to where we lived than Charlton was, so obviously Arsenal's my local team.
So you're a Kent boy too, aren't you, mate?
Well, no. If you were a Kent boy, if you were before the mid-70s, if you were after mid-70s, you're Greater London. So in London.
No, I'm aware of that. But I know Bexley Heath quite well.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously that's sort of it's close to Kent.
Woolwich,
we used to go there quite often.
But Woolwich obviously is my local team.
Yeah.
So Arsenal's my local team. So
of course.
Unless you wanted to count Welling United, which I don't.
Yeah.
So Anglesey is a lovely place, yeah. This is the thing. This is how bad our transfer window is. We're talking about fucking where we are. Anyway, I've got to share this anyway. Juventus statement reveals Liverpool have the option of making Arthur Melo's loan move permanent for summer for a fee of €37.5 million, despite clubs denying.
All this denial. And it's another,
Denial.
yeah.
Denial.
Denial is the longest river in the world.
I'm trying to see what else have we missed. So obviously you see this is Aubameyang turning up. Oh, Aubameyang's going to score a hat-trick against us, you watch. Official confirmed Aston Villa signed Liam Dendoncker. Liam Dendoncker, is he a midfielder?
I believe so.
So
they've
I think
brought
it's
in,
fair to say that
with.
So they've brought a replacement in, so we need to bring in. Then surely we need to bring in. Then surely they can let Douglas Luiz go if we pay the right price.
Now, here's the thing. I actually think they moved for Dendoncker and Bednarek because of issues with, Coutinho's form, obviously, because he was marketed as their main player and he hasn't really produced. And then the midfield didn't really look that convincing against Arsenal. So obviously they decided to get some reinforcements, and Dendoncker and Bednarek will add some steel there.
Yeah.
Page is a downgrade on Coleman, not to mention our squad being a lot worse than Euro 2016. Talking about the Welsh.
Manny.
Yeah.
I was about to read it.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry, I'll give you chances to read them sometimes, but usually I just get them. I just do it anyway because it gets boring. Not got much confidence in Wales to go far though. Page is a bit of a downgrade on Coleman, not to mention our squad being a lot worse than the year 2016. Yeah, I still think you get out of the group though. Where are you from, Manny? Manny, where are you from?
Yeah. I'll answer that. I was born in Eastbourne, and we moved about a bit, but I'm actually a Kent boy from Dartford, and that was
You're
my childhood. Yeah.
Jesus, man.
So we do have a bit of a connection. I used to visit Bexley Heath quite often because I think there was a shopping centre over there where we used to go very frequently. That was before Lakeside became very big, and so obviously with
it was a massive shopping mall,
like
right?
that,
It was a massive shopping mall, Bexley.
Yeah.
It was a massive shopping mall area. Broadway shopping mall, innit?
Yep, that's the one.
So I used to remember driving past it and getting the if there's a dual carriageway where you got the entrance to the car park and you go up the ramp to get to the car park. Yeah, I remember that.
That's the one.
You can't stay though. Like you can't. You used to go in there back in the day. Me and my mum and my sister and all that, we'd definitely go in there to have a meal out, to have pizza Hut or something. But when it got to about 2005 and 6, we weren't going to do it because it got too dangerous. Yeah, on a Saturday, Friday evening, right? Now there's two rival school gangs where they live, where Welling and Bexley Heath have two rival school gangs, and two classmates of mine when I was in year 6, they were walking to the shops just to get some sweets or something like that, and a bunch of guys, even though they're only 11 years old, they bunched. A bunch of guys jumped on them, didn't attack them, and just like got a knife out and said, "Give me your phone," and mugged them. And I thought, 11-year-old kids, and you mugging 11-year-old kids? No way. That's why we had to leave, and because like they could like look after, they could proper fight. I couldn't. I'm very an easy target. So so that's when we moved to Stradbroke in Suffolk, and immediately we all knew I could leave Stradbroke at 12 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night to go to the shop, right, which is a 5-minute walk, or go to the pub, which is a 5-minute walk, right, go down a dark alleyway and I know I'm not going to get stabbed or mugged or anything like that in the middle of the night. I've walked back from the pub at about 1 a.m, right, on my own. Like, when I've been out with friends to about when I was only about 15, 16. Right, you know. Chelsea are bound to sign Aubameyang. Chelsea are bound to sign Aubameyang. It'll be just unlucky. He scores loads of goals with Chelsea. Yeah, if he fits into the system, then yes. But will he though? That's the thing. I do think they will get the best out of him. To be fair, I think they will.
He's reuniting with Tuchel, and Tuchel has had nothing but the nicest things to say about him. And that's the thing with Aubameyang. Said and I were talking about this. Sometimes when you deal with players who are talented but temperamental, you've got to make sure you must subject them to discipline,
I heard
also make
earlier
sure
about
that they're encouraged. Yeah.
hang on a minute. But I heard earlier about this, right? If you have a dossier that of all his misdemeanors and all his problems, yeah, why aren't you coming out and saying something? Right?
Exactly.
If you're going to admit an all for nothing that you've got a dossier and all the things he's done wrong, then fuck you, come out and say so. Why is he say so? Like, what are you doing? I think it's all bollocks. It's just an excuse to get rid of him. I think it was bollocks.
I agree.
I don't think he's got a dossier on him at all. No, sorry, Manny, just saying, I don't think he's got a dossier on him at all. If he had a dossier on him, right, and you know you're in the right, why don't you fucking say so? Right, it's bullshit. I think he's lying through his teeth that he, right, and you just wanted to get rid of him because you couldn't cope with him. Official confirmed. Amini Harat has joined Olympic Marseille on loan with a buy option, and Dan James completes medicals as new Fulham player. Deal agreed while Leeds are working on a new signing after Dean's story.
I'm surprised that James has left Leeds. I mean, he's been sort of one of their key players so far, start of the season. But
he will be a key player for Fulham, though.
Yeah, true. But I mean, why would Leeds want to get rid of a guy like him who's been, along with Jack Harrison, Max Aronson, and Rodrigo, one of the key people behind their great start of the season?
But to be fair, it's not really worked out for him, has it? Right? It's not really worked out for him at all, to be fair. Let me just get.
I get that. And what you said about the dossier, I mean, I've been through this ridiculous dossier nonsense before with the England cricketer Kevin Peterson. Again, the same smoke and mirrors crap that the ECB pulled because they.
By the way, I need to announce the winner. So for match day 3, the final winner was say match day 4. I haven't done yet, so I'll announce that tomorrow. So match day 3 predictions was won by Say.
Nice. In fact, before you came on, Stephen, I was discussing the whole Aubameyang situation with Sayed and Bobby.
Yeah,
I was comparing it to when Roy Keane was sent home from the World Cup. Mick McCarthy just came out with it. He said there's no way in the world that he could tolerate Keane being a disruptive influence, being his own person, giving interviews to the papers when he was explicitly told not to do so. And then after that final outburst, that was the straw that broke the camel's back. So if Aubameyang had done something horrible, just come the hell out with it. I mean, right makes might, as they say. But as you said, as someone said in the chat, it was Why Not Spursy who said it. Just smoke and mirrors, the same crap from people who are just intent on pulling the wool over our eyes. And this is one of the reasons why I will never have any respect for Mikel Arteta's man management skills. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say that Aubameyang had to go, but he definitely had to have the captaincy taken away from him if he was deemed to be not respecting protocol. That is important, I'm not going to lie. But did his form taper off that badly that you had to let him go and be stuck with a misfiring Alex lack of threat?
But to be fair,
Eddie Nketiah who didn't turn up?
hang on a minute. What I would have said is that I would have said, look, I would have got him sat down and said, what's the problem, right? And if you said if we can't sort this out, then I'll have to let you go. But I'm not going to isolate you from the team. The way he isolated from the team was always not.
Exactly. What did he do to deserve to be ostracized and isolated? Come out with it, man. You owe us an explanation. Don't insult our intelligence. And that is why I'll never have any respect for Arteta for the way he's conducted himself. I lost respect for him for some of his tactics in the 2021 season. We could have had the Europa League as a consolation for missing out on top four through the league, and he mucked that up. That was when I wanted him gone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the same, as some people have said on Twitter and social media, it's the same crap, different season. And do we really need to put up with this? No, we don't. Burnley striker Lewis Richardson going to Grimsby on season-long loan deal. Arthur gets Solanke's old number. Another youth midfielder from Manchester United, Tahith Chong, has been signed by Birmingham City. The Dutchman spent last term on loan with the Blues, and they're still in the Championship. And they've made some good signings as well. So they're certainly looking to be a team that is serious about getting back into the Premiership. Okay.
Chelsea.
Confirmed,
Yeah, I've got a good feeling about Chelsea under Tuchel. They're not a million miles away from potentially winning the league. They just need to improve their striker and winger position. I agree this time keeping has never made a big deal at Dortmund. So funny how it was only a problem under Arteta. However, he was absolutely awful in the last 18 months. Effortless performances. He has got a point. The performances weren't there.
No, there were actually one or two where he did well. I mean, the North London derby at home, he had a goal and an assist, and everyone was chanting his name. So I'm not going to say that his performances throughout that entire span were awful. But in addition, when you're brought on as a substitute with only 10 minutes remaining, how the hell are you supposed to get yourself set, in form, warmed up, and ready to score? It's stupid. Strikers, Said was talking about this with me. Sometimes strikers need some more game time to get themselves completely warmed up. And Arteta's tactics never helped either. You take him off after he hits the post twice in the semi-final second leg and replace him with a misfiring Willian. No wonder Aubameyang felt disillusioned. He didn't like the manager's tactics and approach either. And then he went to Barcelona and tore it up under Xavi, torched Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Now he's coming to Chelsea. I mean, maybe he was slacking in some ways. Maybe he wasn't keeping up with protocol. But was he that bad that we had to dump him and end up with Lacazette and Nketiah? I can't abide by that. And as you've been saying, there could have been a short-term solution, just like Roberto Mancini was able to do with Carlos Tevez. As you said, Stephen, if they had just sat down and thrashed out their issues, at least they would have stayed the course of the season, and then they would have sent Aubameyang on his way. And maybe that season, those last few months could have potentially been the difference between us finishing higher in the table than we did.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if ifs and buts were sweets and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Mm.
So there have been some confirmed deals so far. What do you think of Manuel Akanji, who's followed Holland from Dortmund to Manchester City?
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, there's a defender named Manuel Akanji, who's followed Haaland from Dortmund to Manchester City for an undisclosed fee. What do you know about him?
Not much.
Let's see what he offers here. Okay, so he's a Swiss defender, so he'll obviously know Mbabu and Xhaka and a few others. 41 caps for the Swiss team and played a key role in their qualification for the World Cup. So he began his career with Basel, and he links up obviously with Erling Haaland. 5th signing made during the transfer window, so that they're making some decent signings as well. And obviously Kurzawa and Gueye have been shown the boot by PSG. Kurzawa's at Fulham as well. Fulham are making some really good signings. Everton have brought Gueye in. He's obviously returned there. So these are some other clubs who are making moves in the transfer market, and they're showing a lot more seriousness than we are. And I just think, I mean, do we even care about making an impression? This is just, you know, it's lackadaisical to say the very least. And, you know, fans like you and me and a few others, we see this for what this is, and I cannot understand how anyone can tolerate this nonsense.
I spent 107. So 79, 109, 111, 111 million spent.
So a few minutes till 11. You want to wrap this up or wait for another few minutes, or it's your call?
Well, might as well wait. There's a few minutes left now. Right. Well, Bournemouth have brought players in. They're not good enough. So, which shows the ambition there.
I'm being given a request to be in a live video by a certain someone. Sorry, can't make it. And for some reason, my phone doesn't really enable me to be on these Instagram live streams. I mean, some stupid issue with the connection. I don't know. Oh, man.
So, Villa, let's have a look at Villa, what they've done. So, So Coutinho completed his move in this summer window as well. Camera.
I kind of figure out why they decided to get rid of Gueye from PSG, because there was a bit of a controversy with him regarding his refusal to wear the have the rainbow sticker or some sort of rainbow insignia on his shirt. And PSG decided, you know what? If you're not going to respect our decision and our culture, we're not going to respect you. You don't have a place with us anymore. That could have been a factor.
Could have been. A bit like how Ozil was shafted out. But there you go. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. The window is closed.
And what's the latest on Twitter regarding Douglas Luiz?
Hang on. I'll check in a minute. So, alright. It's done and closed. Right. And all I've got to say is this.
We're doomed.
Right, Romano. Hector Bellerin joins on a free transfer and 1 year deal. Kluivert joins on the last day. Gomez joins. Lille from Everton. Bednarak joined Aston Villa.
Oh yeah, signings can be announced as long as they get their deal sheet in before 11 p.m. And they always are.
Carlos Vinicius. From Benfica signs for Fulham. Tahith Chong joins Birmingham City on a permanent. And leaves Man United on a permanent. Jesus.
I mentioned that Tahith Chong. He'll be
But that's
certainly.
it. The window's closed. No midfielder. No fucking midfielder. No fucking midfielder. And you're telling me we are changing. You're telling me that I should back this process, this bullshit, right? He better make sure he gets top 4, Arteta, right? And they do, and Vinay, right? Otherwise, I'll tell them that. Otherwise, I will be calling for their heads. This is disgrace, right? We have needed a midfielder since 2006, 16 fucking years, and yet again and again and again and again and again, they fucking don't do anything. Don't do a damn thing. I said this when we bought Vieira. We will buy no other midfielder. No other midfielder. You'll come out tomorrow in a statement and say, don't worry, or in an interview, we've got Fabio Vieira as backup, right? When he's had hardly a fucking minute. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Every fucking year, I sit here and I have to go through all this shit, right? All these fucking health troubles. They do streams on this club, right? And all they fucking do is let me down time and time and time again, right? And you're telling me I should be Arteta, I should back this process. No. When are people going to wake up and face the fact? This club only cares about getting top 4 in the most cheapest ways possible to maximise their profit. They don't give a fuck about winning the league. If they gave a fuck about winning the league and making sure we go to the next level, they would be buying players left, right and centre, right? Douglas Luiz would have been in, Tielemans would have been. We would have bought 2 midfielders, a right back, and a winger, and a right winger. But no, we haven't bought anyone. It's bollocks. It's bullshit. I'm fucking fuming. Absolute fucking wrong'uns, a lot of them. Fucking wrong'uns. What's your view, mate? Because I'm done.
I can't say anything that will only get repeated. Everything you've said is spot on. Same rubbish, different season. We get the same result. You know what they say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Mm-hmm.
The board and the manager are certifiably insane. I regret saying that, but it has to be said. There are no excuses.
This fan base are insane, expecting that we're going to do something different. We're going to expect different results when we do the same thing. Bullshit. This fan base is insane. If they pushed this fucking club, right, and pushed it hard, we would have fucking signed someone as well.
Exactly.
Right, but no, we got Vieira. We don't need anyone. Right, they'll say about Douglas Luiz. They'll come out tonight and they'll say, "Oh, he's shit." They'll change their mind on opinion now because we ain't buying him. Right? They say he's the best thing since sliced bread when we buy him, but if we don't buy him, we say it was shit.
Bunch of absolute numpties, the lot of them.
Absolute bullshit. Right, and I'm done with it, mate. I really am.
I feel you. I'll be done with this as well, if you ask me, but you know, the show has to go on. Tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Whew.
Like, the fact we're getting outdone by players like Nottingham Forest, like teams like that, like, it's a joke.
Fulham as well, don't forget. This window, they've made some very good signings.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, it's a case of penny wise, pound foolish. If you're not willing to spend a little bit of money now, you spend a lot later. Stitches in time will save you 9. I think a lot of people will be bored by some of these cliches, but you know, it's it's brought to bear really. It's brought to bear every single damn time.
Every single time. But now we're all good. Don't worry about Arsenal. We're all good. We're top of the league. Right. We're top of the league. Don't worry about it, guys.
Oh yeah, we've got Super Mick Arteta. He knows exactly what we
Exactly
need.
what we need.
Then
Yeah,
run
of
it right
course.
back. Getting an attack, and we could win the Premier League. Numpties.
No. So we got Super Mick Arteta. You know exactly what we need. Right. Teeny at the back. Right. Gabby in attack. Arsenal back in Europa League. That's what we're getting, Europa League.
All right, there is some breaking news. Southampton have made another purchase. Duje Kaleta from Croatia has signed for Southampton. The replacement for Jan Bednarek, and their 4th signing.
Yeah, I just saw it right now. Right.
This fellow is asking me to be on his live video. You know who he is. I mean, I can't be.
Who is he? Who is he?
The Italian Mickey taker.
Luca?
I told you I can't be bothered if it's the Instagram live stream. My phone can't handle that crap. And besides, I'm tired as hell. I don't want to hear any more of this stuff. I need to get to bed ASAP. But
They've come out some bullshit saying the transfer window's a shambles. It's not a shambles. The last day's been a shambles. But it's not been a shambles. How can you say you can't say buying Jesus and Zinchenko and say our window's been a shambles? It's just that we have not had the ambition to go one step further. Where Dealine has been quite dull. I'm sure we'll wake up tomorrow and find about me something for Chelsea. Yeah, they've probably got that done. The best thing to come out of this window is that Bello Benjamin's gone front, yeah. Overall, we haven't strengthened in a way. Isn't there too many Deadwood are here? Is that exactly annoying? But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up there. To be fair, sorry, like obviously cutting it halfway through the other stream, so I really do apologise. Big up everyone that's still watching. If anyone does, literally, if there's anyone still that wants to come on, I'll put in the chat one more time. Right, if anyone wants to come on and have their say, please do so now. Right, you've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. Because Like, I am fuming. Absolutely fuming. Right? The fact we haven't, you know?
Yep.
Right.
Big up to Anirin, who stayed in the chat window with us, talking everything, and I think he's left a few comments. You might want to read them, mate.
Yeah, I have read them. I've just read them now. So big up Anirin. Big up everyone that has been in the chat for during the stream. Really appreciate everyone's support. I know it's been quite dull in the end, especially from an Arsenal point of view. And I know you've just been pissed off and miserable all day. But what do you expect when you've got a club that treats you like this? How do you expect us to feel? How do you expect us to feel? Like, it's a joke.
Anyone joining in? Let's be having you, as the police would say.
I can see that Prince in the chat trying to click. If he wants to, then please do hit the link. I'd love to see. I'd love to see if he can justify this. Like, you say, well, we don't need anyone anyway. That's probably his next tune. I bet he was saying we need a midfielder, and I bet he says no, we didn't need anyone anyway.
How can you see Prince Fuad? I mean, like, you know, I know that Fuad's also a Welshman, but do they live close to one another?
But Fuad, like, I respect his opinion, but like, how can I expect his opinion if I don't know if he's going to stick to it? After last season, he said he was going to be Arteta out if we don't make top 4, and then he went back on that. So how can we believe anything you say? You get what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, stick to your opinion. John Maynard Keynes once said that if the facts change, you can change your mind, but the facts haven't changed. So why should you change your mind? And don't get me started on Piers Morgan trusting the process. We both agree that he's an absolute knob.
Oh, mate, when he came up saying that was when we just about beat Benfica 2 years ago, one of the best nights in European football, that's when I went, oh, shut up, you twat. Right.
Christ
Right.
alive.
You wanted Wenger out, but now you don't want Arteta out. You fucking for real. This is the thing. They all wanted Arsene Wenger out. If you didn't want Arsene Wenger out, then fair play. But like, if you wanted him out and yet you want Arteta in, you make no sense whatsoever. Mate, it makes no sense whatsoever.
It doesn't. Just doesn't.
Right. Don't think anyone is gonna come on. So just gonna quickly do this. Oh my god, we saw Trot Hutchinson on a free to Chelsea as well.
Oh yeah, that was our boy who went to Chelsea, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, why are we sending that to our rivals? I don't sell anyone to my rivals. Don't care who it is. I don't care which player it is. I don't care if it's a youngster or whatever. You don't sell them to your rivals, and that's the end of it. Right, Crystal Palace. Richards. Mate, I don't know what anyone expects me to say anymore. I really don't. I don't know what people expect me to say. Because it's the same shit every single time. When it's the same shit every single time, right, don't expect me to have much confidence in the future. In the end, right, we can build ourselves to whatever. We won't win the league because we're just not ambitious enough. So I'm just going to go through. So we've brought in Zinchenko, Jesus, Matt Turner and Hutchinson, spending 117 million. Bournemouth have bought Tavernier, Fredericks, Rothwell, Neto, Sensi and Stevens. Aston Villa, Carlos, Coutinho, Diego Carlos, Coutinho, Camara, Dendonka, Olsen, Wilson, Augustinson. These are just incomings, by the way. Brentford, Hickey, Lewis Potter, Lisby, Ben Mee, Damsgaard, Jorgensen, Strakosha, Wilcox, Brighton, Colwell, Dingra, Estupinan, Enciso, Baker, Boyati, Chelsea, Cucurella, Sterling, Koulibaly, Fofana, Cassidy, Chukwuemeka, Hutchinson, Beach, and in Crystal Palace, Richards, Ibowie, Johnstone, Decore, Barmer. That's just the list I've got so far. That's the list so far of incomings. Right. I mean, we've included all the other teams yet. Like, I can imagine, like, Nottingham Forest, I need the whole fucking page. I need the whole page, mate. But yeah, any final words, mate?
Not really. I mean, if there are any final words, I already said them. All I can say is, to all of you people who are supporting Arteta, in the immortal words of the Pussycat Dolls, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Actually, you will quite rightly get it. You got it? Enjoy it. It's not going to be pretty.
Yeah. And if we don't beat Man United, I'll tell you what, if we lose to Man United, that's when it all comes crashing back down to earth.
Yep.
And then we'll start struggling. You watch. But yeah, I mean, don't expect me to believe in this club anymore, because this club, as usual, right, Fuad, watch Prince, Fuad, Terry, Ty, and Julian all join. Oh man, that's just they got nothing they can say to me, mate. Oh, mate, especially Fuad, right, when he changed his mind about being Arteta out after finishing, said if we didn't finish fourth, right, that's when I lost any respect for his opinion. To be fair, I might bring him on in the future, but I'll be like, what's the point? Because you might say something if what suits your agenda changes, you'll change your opinion. So, sorry, you were saying all the way until the last day until we conceded fourth after losing to Newcastle, that we were getting top four, not a problem. Right, and like last night, he was writing Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham. It was basically, he was writing every single team off apart from Man City, right? And I'm like, but yet and at the same time you're asking taking one game at a time. Well, how can you take it one game at a time if you're writing all these teams off for the season? Right? It makes no sense. And plus, also, if like, if I want to celebrate, if I can predict Man United to win and still celebrate if we win, mate. You ain't the fan police, right? You can't tell me what I can and cannot do as a football fan, as an Arsenal fan, right? If I
Yeah.
wanted to be realistic and predict a draw or a loss, right? I can still celebrate if we win, and there's nothing that you or any other Arturian fan's going to stop me doing it, right? Get that through your head. What are you
Exactly.
going to do? Shut me down? You can't shut me down.
No.
So try it.
Exactly.
So end of story.
And after you left Del Boy's stream, he came on, and I actually gave him a good roasting. If you can, watch that on playback when he comes. I'll give it to him nicely.
I mean, if I
If you get-
stayed any late and he came on, then I would have roasted him myself, mate.
No, but he waited until you left, and then I pretty much took up your mantle. Watch the whole
Oh,
thing.
he
You're gonna
waited
love it.
till I left.
Yeah, exactly. After you left, he came on, and then
Yeah,
I
because
pretty
he knew
much.
I'd destroy him. He knew I'd destroy him.
No, but I gave it to him with both barrels too. What I said was, don't ever say that we don't have a right to celebrate Arsenal's success if we don't back the manager, because this club belongs to all of us. Doesn't belong to me. Doesn't belong to you. Doesn't belong to any group of fans, whether they're Arteta or not. Doesn't belong to the manager. Doesn't belong to the board. Doesn't belong to any single player or any one entity. It belongs to all of us. We have a right to hope to want the club to do better, but we will celebrate when they win, and we will commiserate when we lose. That's the way it is.
And we will
We just have
criticise if we
different
lose.
opinions.
And we will be realistic. And if we want to be realistic in our opinion about who's going to win, we will do.
And one of the highlights is that whenever he tried to talk over me, I said, no, let me finish and I'll let you talk. Put him right in his place.
Oh, mate, they do that all the time, Arturian fans. So then they've got no argument to answer for.
Yeah,
So
and that's the
trying to
thing. I mean,
argue.
I have to put up with a lot of people trying to talk over me. I say, sorry, you're going to let me say my piece because I allowed that for you. Yeah, talking over one another is something I absolutely despise because you can't get your point through.
That's why I apologise. Sometimes I do it.
Yeah,
but sometimes I can't help it because it is my traits of autism that kick in. Like when something comes in my head, I'm like, I've got to say it before I forget it, and that's where sometimes I do it by accident.
right.
But I do apologise when I do it.
Right. So, shall we wrap up now? It's going to be
wrap up, mate. We're going to wrap up. Mate, Arsenal in a nutshell. Moving the goalpost, giving the Salman, giving 10. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you all did well at the most. To be fair, I know him, mate. If he gets, mate, the day you've got no opinion is when I can roast you. If Stephen Feely can roast someone, it shows you really haven't got an opinion. You really have got no fucking leg to stand on. Simple.
Exactly.
Right. So there you go. Anyway, we're gonna leave it there. Saturday, I'll be doing late evening content. I might not be doing the watch along on FEF1 channel for qualifying because I might be out because I'm with the hospitals for a couple of days, but I will be able to do streams in the evening. So Friday 2 p.m. Is prediction show. Then it won't be till 7 p.m. for my next show. 8:30 and then 10 p.m. So I might as well get with these shows out of the way while I'm there. And then and then after that, we've got then Sunday, I should be back home early so I can do the Grand Prix. Then on SFeatley F1. Then obviously the big game, Arsenal Man United. Man United Arsenal. Oh, sorry, straight after. So, but yeah, but there you go. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe. Manny, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, getting into some healthy debates with other Arteta fans. The handle is Thangatherai1981. That's my surname and my year of birth. You can also find me on Instagram at Manny Thangatherai1981. And you can also find me on a few channels on YouTube like Del Boy Gunner TV, Oris Talks Football, a few appearances on Hanno's Coach Corner, the Football for Thought podcast with NS Sports, and also with our dear friend Mr. Featley on this fine channel here. I just go where I feel welcome, say what I want to say, and let the chips fall where they may. And before I leave, another small announcement. This September is, of course, Suicide Prevention Month, so if any of you know anyone who might be contemplating suicide, someone who's dear to you, do not hesitate to reach out to them. We need each other in this world. No one is too unimportant. Everyone is important in this world. We need to uplift one another when we're going through difficult times. I've lost one or two friends to suicide myself. I don't want that to happen again. Please reach out to those whom you think need help. Thank you very much indeed, and have a good night. Sorry for that last minute announcement, but I had to get it in there.
Yeah, no worries, mate. It's always important. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's important because I've felt I've had times where I felt like that, especially recently. When I've been told I'm in palliative care, was definitely a hard one to take. But yeah, make sure you reach out to people that you know and give support wherever you can. So it really is important. But yeah, do hit the like, share, and subscribe. Hit the join button. Anirin, thanks for being in the chat for all that time. Same with everyone else. If any of you please do hit the join button. It really does make a difference. It doesn't cost much, right? And you get great perks in return, right? And you get to be part of exclusive content if you go for level 2 or higher, right? And I know things are tight, but a little, like a $5 a month to help the charity, to help support Children's Liver Disease Foundation would mean the world. So if you like our content, do subscribe and do join. Really do think. Do you think, Luca? It's a group fault. It is Arteta, Edu, Vinay, and Garlic. Right?
Everyone shares the blame on this one.
Everyone shares the blame. Right? Simple as that. Right? And it's absolute bullshit. Same bollocks every single season. Edu fault. No, it's a group. It's both. It's all
the
three
whole
of them.
group. Arteta
It's the
has
whole
some
group.
influence. No doubt about
It's
this.
the whole group. You can't just blame on one individual. Right? They all work together in binding signings. Right? Arteta gets to say who he wants, so he's at fault. Edu try and gets the deals done, so it's his fault. Right? Vinay, I haven't got a fucking clue what he does, to be fair to him. I still don't know what he does. Right? It's a mess from top to bottom. Exactly. Edu's fault. It's the fault whole. No, it's not. It's all fucking 4 of them. You're telling me Arteta doesn't get a say? Are you serious? You're telling me Arteta doesn't get a say? Get real, Luca. Come on, man. It's all fucking
you
3
should
of
know
them.
better. You should know better than that.
It's all 3 and 4 of them. Wake up, man. It's not hard to work out. It really isn't. Like, what do you expect me to say? Every time. Like, come on, man. Be sensible. Be bloody
Exactly.
sensible. Right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, let this be the last of it. I think it's time to leave. It's already 11:30.
yeah.
I've got to sleep. You've got to sleep.
Yeah. Anyway, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and we're back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Should be back at tomorrow at 2 p.m. And if not, I'll keep you updated. But we'll definitely be live tomorrow. But make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.